Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Fan Podcast. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at PWF Podcast. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Remember, the parental advisory label is there for a reason.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast with Adam and Phil. I'm Phil.
I'm Adam.
We got another great show lined up for everybody. Let's get right into this bitch.
Oh, yeah, episode 4, baby.
All right. Let's start with Adam. You got some shit to bring up.
Go for it. First of all, let me just shout out to Brian Knobs, Nasty Boy.
Yes.
Liking us on Facebook. Dude, that was epic. I you know what? I was a little happy there. Like, oh my god, dude, you're actually I am me. And dude, accepting my friend request and just dude, speechless.
Hey, my friend requested him too. Got the same.
Dude,
shout out Brian Knobs.
I think I text you and was like, dude, he's accepting everybody.
Dude,
and you're
you
like,
completely marked out when he accepted your friend request.
Hey, I've never, like, you never know who's real. Like, I can get you a Randy Orton page, I can get you an Undertaker page. Undertaker does not have a page, by the way.
Right.
But to find out that it was real, and he's like, hey, bro, how you doing? Anytime, let me know. He's giving me his email account and all this. I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is legit. Of course, I text you. Dude, he's accepting everybody. You write me back. He's accepting me, too. We're like little fucking kids in Toys R Us, man. It was epic.
Kids in a candy store, man. It was awesome.
Boy, I'm too fat to have candy.
I couldn't get so excited. I mean, I was at work when he texted me. I'm like, whoa.
Right. Oh, yeah. See, I was at home, so you know.
Please hold, sir.
I had a little more room for that, but you know.
Glad I wasn't on the phone or anything.
Yeah, dude. I asked him if he'd like to be on the podcast sometime. He said hit him up on Skype. Yes.
Oh, he's on Skype. Awesome.
Yes.
I'm gonna hook that up and
we're gonna definitely try to do something.
Yeah, we'll try to get that together.
I told him to promote his T-shirts and stuff.
Yeah, which I'm perfectly fine with. You know, if you're an actual pro wrestler, got some shit you want to promote, you know, on our page, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Do you?
Not at all. Go ahead.
Okay.
I told him go ahead and promote it to
right.
life's extent, man. Just, you know, that's also, what we're here for.
In that same regard, shout out to Gabe Tuff, a.k.a. Tyler Rex, for all you fans out there.
I had requested him as well.
Right.
Awesome. Ernest Miller.
The cat.
The cat Ernest Miller. The first person to have me call his mama. That, you know, hey.
Did you call his mama?
I didn't. She was busy.
Oh.
Who else did I get?
Got that busy signal.
Who else? Jimmy Corderas, referee.
Jimmy Corderas is awesome.
He has his own podcast as well.
I used to listen to his podcast Aftermath with R.O. Cal, who now works for WWE. I forget his stage name with WWE, though. I apologize.
Oh.
But yeah, those two guys had an awesome show. Jimmy's his show by himself is awesome as well.
Right.
Aftermath.
I've seen a few episodes.
Right.
Myself.
So highly recommend it.
So shout out to you. Who else did we get? Lenny Lane.
Lenny Lane is awesome. Too.
Yes, got him. Dude, I was just left and right adding everybody I could possibly add who is interested, and you're more than welcome to share or promote anything, any shows you got coming up, whatever.
Right.
Just
as long as it's not excessive, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, we're not promoters or anything, but at the same time, if you want to sell, T-shirts, make $20, whatever you need to do, I'm pretty sure Brandon McMahon or somebody's out there going to buy some money, get his money up and buy something. I mean, you know, shout out to all our fans out there. You know, Chris. We were talking about you getting in the booth with us today, but
booth?
Well, studio, whatever you want to call it, a basement. It's a basement.
This episode was really last minute. I didn't get a chance to call him. That's my bad. All right.
That's cool.
So I don't know Chris's schedule, so I couldn't call him for this.
Schedules are important. I get that. You know.
Right.
Work here, work there. I get it. My brother Anthony, I asked him to be on here too. Shout out to Heart of Stone there, by the way.
Heart of Stone Records.
You're gonna listen to it now, ain't you?
Follow him at Cotton513 on Twitter.
There you go. A little shout out to you. Hopefully you'll listen to one of our episodes now.
Douche.
I asked him to listen to it. I said we got 3 episodes. Have you heard it? No, not yet. All right, you're gonna listen to number 4 because I'm gonna tag you in it when it gets posted up.
I'm an ass and I don't listen.
I'll know nothing.
It's okay. It's all right. I'll be fine.
But yeah, shout out to you anyway.
That's cool. That's
and then
Mike Bucci accepted my friend request.
There you go.
Mike Bucci, Nova from ECW.
Awesome.
I haven't expressed to bring him over to the forum to the group page. I mean.
Right.
But I'm like, dude, it's Nova.
Right.
Accept my friend request.
That's just epic.
Another guy I'd love to have on our show.
Anytime.
And his Facebook page says he's from Louisville, so
that's not far.
Not far away.
Not at all.
I would make the drive.
Let's do it. You
hey,
drive.
You drive. Well, I'll chip in for gas. $5.
$5. It's $5 just to get to the gas station. The struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
So yeah. Who else? Anybody else?
I can't really think of anybody else off the top of my head. Besides the usual, everybody in our Facebook group that comments every day. Off the top of my head, Kenny Oz. Josh RSG Fields. Yep. Chris, of course. I don't have it brought up right now on the computer, so I can't see everybody's name. So I'm sorry, but
Harley Hodge.
Yeah, a lot of great conversation on the page. I'll post a link to it. Join the conversation.
Most likely, most definitely. Also, feel free still to comment and ask us to bring up any questions you might have, any topics you want us to discuss. We're more than willing to, whatever, bring it up.
Shoot that email to ProWrestlingFansPodcast@gmail.com.
There you go. So, hey, Phil.
Yes, Adam.
What's a mark?
Whatever do you mean? Who doesn't know what a mark is?
There's a couple wrestling fans out there who don't have a clue what a mark is.
That's okay. They're probably marks.
That might be. It's true. Can you describe what a mark is?
As I understand it, a mark is just somebody who knows way too fucking much about wrestling, like me and you.
No, like us.
Like us.
Gotcha.
If you know Macho Man Randy Savage's shoe size,
you're a mark.
If you know how much John Cena benches,
you're a mark.
Which he posted that shit on Twitter today, and I replied.
I did see that. That's why he kicks out at 2, because he can bench 440. Oh my god!
And I replied, "Is that like 4 Nickies?"
Damn.
So I didn't check it again. I haven't heard back yet, but I thought
Nikki Bella says he kicks out at 2.
Oh.
Ooh-wee.
2 seconds.
I don't understand how he's so PG and he's so for the kids and he can't have any of his own. Or he doesn't want any of his own. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
I don't know. I did catch an episode of Total Divas.
Nikki Bella wants to be a mama.
Right.
I
say get him confused and go fuck Brie.
You can't really...
She wants kids.
Yeah, you can't really say that, you got confused on that one anymore.
I mean, the boobs are the only difference, honestly. I mean, in the dark, who can tell?
You can tell.
Yes! Oh, wait, that's Brie. She sounds as manly as Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry.
Dude, that's fucked up.
That's yeah.
You went to a very strange place.
I did. So what's marking out?
Marking out is exactly what you did when Brian Knobbs accepted your friend request.
And I don't care. I'm a mark. Fuck it.
Holy fucking shit! Holy fucking shit!
All in caps, too.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Brian fucking Knobbs.
All right. Mark out moment for me. Ultimate Warrior's entrance at WrestleMania 12.
Really?
Yeah. I'll be perfectly honest.
Okay.
It was me, my dad, my brother, and a buddy of mine, this guy Jeremy. I haven't seen him in a long time. But dude, his music hits. I start headbanging. I'm going fucking nuts.
You knew he was coming back. They promoted it.
So what, man?
Todd Pettengill told you
15, 16, so what?
Well, true, but Todd Pettengill told you on...
Yeah, I know. And it was built up for weeks. But still, that music hit, the mark came out. That was it.
I got one.
All right.
And it's for Hogan, actually.
For Hogan? Oh.
WrestleMania 21. Hassan's beating up Eugene. Real American hits. Oh my God! We're at BW3's up here, close by, and I was with a group of people. We're all wrestling fans. Public place. I didn't care. I lost it. I had a jacket on, ripped it, threw it on the ground.
You ripped your jacket?
Started posing. Yeah, it was this flimsy little denim thing. I don't know. Threw it on the ground. Started posing. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "I don't fucking know." And just, I'm doing the whole, "What you gonna do, brother?" thing, and I'm just going. And they're like, "Dude, it's for Eugene. It's for, it's not even a match. It's just a segment." And I'm like, "You know what? I don't care. It's Hogan. He just got involved in inducted in the Hall of Fame. The whole one more match.
One more match.
I also marked out when Sean super kicked Hogan. right before the SummerSlam epic battle.
Who wouldn't cheer for Shawn Michaels super kicking Hulk Hogan?
OMG. If you know me at all, I was not a Hogan fan at all. I've said before I was a huge Savage fan growing up. But I liked Hogan in the NWO because I like heels better. NWO in its heyday, 96, 97, before the entire roster joined the NWO.
Before it was NWO. Oh, and there's WCW.
Dude, it's NWO black and white, NWO black and red, NWO black and silver.
NWO Classic.
You know, it's like Coke. They brought back the original. Dude, it was just, wow. Eric Bischoff, thanks, but goddamn. You just went a little too far with it. Yeah. But, yeah, dude, when he super kicked Hogan, that was epic. And, I've marked out more than once. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Everybody has those moments when you freak the fuck out as
God.
a fan.
When
and that's a mark out moment.
When Brett returned and hugged Shawn Michaels on Raw.
You mean the most uncomfortable hug ever?
Do you know what? Dude, just to see that, like, after knowing what the hell he left, oh, dude, that was, like, a historic moment for me. I'm like...
Sorry, everybody, I'm still getting over my cold. I've still got the cough going, and I apologize.
It's allergy season. You're good.
Yeah.
Another one, let me think. I mean, there's more than one.
There's tons of them.
Dude, when Lance Storm, during the invasion, the first time you saw Lance Storm jump in the WWE ring, the big WCW letters and Shane, oh yeah, and
which I think was a cool fucking logo.
Yeah,
the way they
the
had
red,
it. Yeah, the red
with the spikes and shit.
Yeah.
That was decent. That whole invasion thing was nice. Had they had the big name people, they didn't have NWO yet.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They didn't have Goldberg yet. And the star of the invasion was Booker T.
I can't dig that.
He was
sucker.
Ha! Nice little jab there.
Jab.
But
Right
I understand he's WCW champ, but when I think WCW, I think Sting and Hogan.
You think Sting, Hogan, Flair. Well, not even Hogan. You think Flair. You think Dusty. Well, maybe that's going too far
maybe
back.
So. Well, maybe if you think NWA.
Steiner Brothers, Lex Luger,
right?
War Games. Yeah, War Games.
I own that DVD.
I miss War Games.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. But yeah, man, there's a lot of mark out moments, and for anybody that doesn't know what it is, get educated. If you're going to call yourself a wrestling fan, you're a mark. You're a mark already because you like the wrestling.
If you're listening to our podcast,
you're a mark.
You're a mark.
I like this whole Jeff Foxworthy, back and forth with the whole, I like it. All right, so no idea what happened.
I'm gonna write down a list of like 50 of those.
Yeah, there's plenty. So let's see, what else are we talking about here?
What else you got? NXT.
NXT. Let's Unstoppable. Dude.
As a whole, that event was fan-fucking-tastic.
Dude.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It's pretty fucking epic when NXT is having better pay-per-views than what WWE is pulling and is giving us.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's still under a WWE brand or it's WWE, business logo, whatever you want to call it, NXT is doing what WWE needs to be doing.
Right.
And I'm gonna shout out Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks right now.
Holy shit,
dude! Match of the night. I'm calling it match of the night.
Best Divas match of the year.
That makes Charlotte versus Natalya. If you saw the first NXT pay-per-view,
which I did not, but I'm gonna look up.
Look it up. That I would, if you want to say Divas match of the year, I'd put Sasha and Becky Lynch first, and then Charlotte and Natalya second.
Okay.
You had Flair in Charlotte's corner, and you had Brett in Natalya's corner, which that alone made it epic. With the whole rivalry between Brett and Flair years and years ago, Relive '92 for me. I can only
imagine how that sound just sounded coming off
so, but
which I meant, oh my god, oh my god,
oh my god. We should cue in Joey Styles right there.
That's it. That's another thing I gotta look up. Another clip I gotta look up.
Yes. But dude, and then of course we're all talking about it. We might as well bring him up. Samoa fucking Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Oh my
finally
God.
Debuting in NXT of all things.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you think when Samoa Joe came out?
First things first. Music hits, have no idea who you are.
Yeah, the music.
No idea who the fuck, what's this music?
Yeah, it's just generic music.
It's not recognizable. I mean, not only just, because we haven't heard it before, but it's like, this could be anybody.
Yeah.
I know Kevin Owens' music. I know Sami Zayn's music. It's not one of them. So Kevin Owens looks up. The music's playing. The lights are playing, or lighting up. I hear the fans first. They start screaming. What the fuck are they screaming for?
Exactly.
Oh shit! It's fucking Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Like complete with towel and everything else. It's like it's Joe.
Yeah.
That is a mark out moment.
That's a mark out moment. And my favorite part of that moment is they didn't change his name. He's Samoa Joe.
Thank God.
You know him. He's Samoa Joe.
Thank God they let him keep
just
his
like
name.
CM Punk.
Right.
You know him.
Right.
All right. I don't know why they changed Steen to Owens, but whatever.
I don't know. I've been a couple sites. They say they get to like Hideo Itami. They changed that from Kenta.
Yeah.
And Finn Balor from Prince Devitt. So yeah. But Samoa Joe's in fucking he's holding a WWE microphone on NXT. It's Christmas in May. Like, this is every wrestling. If you're a true wrestling fan, which a lot of you are, you already know who Joe is, and just to see him on NXT. I mean, not WWE per se, but NXT.
Right.
That alone is epic.
Exactly. Samoa Joe, I really think he could have just went straight to the main roster, but I like what they're doing with him in NXT.
Whoa.
Him against Kevin Owens. Insert the picture of Finn from Futurama. Take my money now. Fry from Futurama. I'm sorry. Before we get fucking emails at Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast.
You were wrong.
At gmail.com.
You said the wrong thing. Take my money now.
Take my money now. Exactly.
Take my wallet. Take my credit card. I've said it before.
Right.
OMG. Guess what? They're talking about bringing AJ Styles to NXT.
What?
OM-fucking-G.
No.
Goodness.
Another right to the main roster, in my opinion.
No, Triple H knows what to do with him in NXT. Vince McMahon would not know what to do with him on Raw or SmackDown.
You know what? I'm going to say it now. You're all going to turn on me. I get you. I understand.
Dun, dun, dun.
But listen to what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
Fuck Vince on this one, all right? Fuck Vince McMahon on this. Triple H knows what the fuck he's doing. Vince, sit down, shut the fuck up. That's what I'm going to say right now.
Everybody says he doesn't realize what he's got. Everybody knows they say he's behind with the times and he doesn't understand.
The era of Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash Diesel is over, all right?
You know what? I'm okay with the Hogan Hulk and Kevin Nash thing. At least they were wrestling for titles. This is a Vince McMahon who thinks Gobbledygooker was a good idea, and Abe Knuckleball Schwartz was a good idea, and Manifesto, whatever the fuck that the magician / wrestler whoever never went nowhere,
what?
Bastion Booger.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude, that Vince McMahon is the one that needs to take a step back and watch what Paul is doing now.
Right. He doesn't understand where wrestling is right now. We don't need these big muscle-bound freaks, Cena. We want wrestlers out there.
Exactly.
Guys that can fucking work.
We don't need superheroes like a Hogan or...
Kick out at 2.
John Cena, like you said. We need wrestlers. We need Daniel Bryans.
Right.
We need Samoa Joes, Kevin Steen, Sami Zayn's.
And these guys, they've earned their name. They've earned their reputation by this point.
Right.
All right? Finn Balor earned his fucking reputation in Japan.
Best wrestling entrance to date, like since Undertaker. I'm gonna just throw it out there.
And I told you the first time I saw his entrance, this man is more over.
Did you see the Unstoppable entrance with the bat
yes,
wings?
I did.
Oh
with
my
the bat
God!
Wings, yes.
The man, the only person I can think of in wrestling. Period. You might have to stop me on some New Japan Pro Wrestling stuff because I'm not exactly sure. But the only man that I can think of off the top of my head who gets "this is awesome" chance just from his entrance.
Yeah,
that's it.
I've never heard anybody get that kind of a reaction, that kind of a chant, just on their entrance.
He didn't say a word. He didn't do nothing, but got in the ring. And that was it.
Yeah,
dude,
he came out.
Let NXT come to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
NXT. I'm calling off for the week.
Right.
dude.
But Guys like him, Hideo Itami, all these guys have
Yes.
earned their names and reputations. Wrestling fans know them. Wrestling fans know them.
Right.
All right?
No longer the days where you have to contribute to the 16 and under girly crowds and
Right.
oh my God, he's cute. Shawn Michaels was Sherry. Boo, you're a bad guy.
Scary. Sherry.
Dude, Hall of Famer. Greatest of all time. I'm going to just go out and say it. Shawn Michaels, greatest of all time. The GOAT.
We could have a whole show to talk about that.
You trained Daniel Bryan. You trained
Shawn Hernandez as well.
Yes. You trained the Brian Kendrick. You trained Lance Cade, rest in peace. You trained some of the up-and-comers that, dude, Shawn Michaels. I'm going to just put it out there. And greatest of all time. And I'm going to shout out to Anthony for that also because he knows greatest of all time. You difference of opinion on greatest of all time?
16-time
You know
champion
what?
of the world.
I knew you were going to.
Woo!
And you know what? I'm going to counter my statement because even Shawn Michaels said Ric Flair is the greatest of all time.
Yes.
So
if your GOAT says he's not the GOAT.
You know what? Yeah, I'll retract my statement
Yeah.
and go back to Flair. But
I'm like, wait, did you forget
okay,
Ric
let's put it
Flair
this way.
for a second
Let's
here?
put it this way. Flair the greatest of all time. Shawn the best. I don't know how to word this. Golden era, I guess. I don't know how you would determine that. Flair, Shawn.
Up to the Attitude Era, Ric Flair.
Okay.
All right. Attitude Era to present, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
I'll go that far.
All right. So present and so after Shawn, who's
CM Punk.
current? CM Punk.
CM Punk after that.
Can we still call him one of the best after he quit?
He'll be back.
Are you still waiting on him to come back?
He'll be back.
Are you going to be one of them skeletons on Facebook sitting there like just waiting for CM Punk to return?
That's me.
CM
Punk is still the best in the world.
I think I finally got over the fact that he's gone. Like when he first left, I was what the fuck, dude? Like he was the, it's kind of like with the Shield. I love the Shield.
Zero.
Huge fan of the Shield. They broke up.
Echo, Lima.
I can play it if you want.
That's okay.
Yeah. And when they broke up, I'm like, no, this sucks. Dean was better, but they went with Seth. But
they've done a lot with all three of those guys.
True. I mean, they're main eventing pay-per-views now,
right?
And everything revolves around Dean, Seth, and Roman right now.
And at Payback, that mark-out moment.
Hey, you know what? When he laughed in his face and then stopped.
Guys, push your fist in. No, fuck.
You don't forgive me? Oh shit.
We're not cool.
I thought we were friends. I thought we made up. Nah,
Mother.
bitch. I would have loved it. Heel Shield again, but
heel Shield.
A heel Shield. Not meant to be though. It's okay.
Yeah. Get back to NXT. The main event.
Owens and Zayn.
Owens and Sami Zayn.
He was already injured, and you knew. I mean, unless he pulled the upset of the year or whatever. But I'm sorry, Owens is on a roll, and like we were talking about earlier, probably the best damn heel in the business right now.
Kevin Owens is a fucking beast in NXT. I'm gonna say that. On Wednesday, he fucking destroyed Solomon Crow.
Seen that. Saw that.
Oh, that was brutal.
Destroyed Goku. I loved it. It was
Goku.
Yeah, Dragon Ball reference.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't want to watch Dragon Ball.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know Star Wars, so
you know what?
I don't want to hear it.
It's equal.
It is
I
not
know
equal.
I know who Yoda is.
It is not equal.
I know who Yoda is. And I know who that is. Yeah.
Chewbacca.
Your
bitch.
mom. But no.
What? Are you forgetting that my brother listens to this?
You know what? But yeah, I know of Star Wars. I know Dragon Ball.
Yeah, your son's name is Kyle, right? Kyle's mom is a bitch.
It's where his name came from. It was either going to be Kyle, Stan, or Eric.
Kyle, Stan, or Eric.
Because Kenny died.
Oh.
No.
That's not
Poor
right.
Chef. They killed him off.
Fuck Chef.
Yeah, he didn't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, NXT.
Who they dare make fun of? Never mind.
Creationism or whatever it was.
No, not creationism.
Scientology.
Which I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah, they always say you can't talk about religion and something else. But
that's for another podcast.
Yeah.
Not a wrestling podcast.
That's not even there here or there. But
speaking of NXT, all right, Blake and Murphy. I love those guys. Those guys are fucking awesome. Their finisher, it's like they watched too much Eddie Guerrero.
You know what?
It's the brain buster followed by the frog splash.
What's wrong with Eddie?
Nothing's wrong at all with Eddie Guerrero.
We love Eddie.
But you had better fucking acknowledge that you're borrowing from Eddie Guerrero every time you go out there.
Rest in peace, Eddie. I mean, Eddie was great.
Give the slaps to the chest or something before you do it.
You know?
I
mean, if you watch the CM Punk DVD, he credits Eddie to a lot of his shit that he, training.
I'm not downing Eddie. Don't think I'm downing Eddie.
Right. But at least have Blake and Murphy acknowledge the fact that
at least say something.
Do the shimmy or something.
Yeah, do the shimmy.
I
wish we had video to see people, so people could see you do the shimmy just now.
Hey,
that was awesome.
Hey, the Latino heat, baby. I just hated Jerry Lawler.
Who's your poppy?
You know what I'm saying? There he is right there. He's on the wall.
He's on the wall.
Of course.
Another shout out to Mrs. Whaley.
Hi, baby. Yeah, we talked about you again. But, yeah. You're going to talk about Blake and Murphy. I'm going to talk about my boy Enzo. Yes. Dude's on my Facebook also.
Really?
Thank you. Bada boom, how you doing?
Another Facebook friend of both of ours.
Yes, sir.
Enzo Amore, you fucking rock, sir.
Yes, you do. How you doing?
How you do? Remember,
bada boom, realest guy in the room.
Sorry, man. I'm just going to say it right now. Adam is SAWFT.
Your mama saw.
Probably.
You know what? I'm just going to have him go and do it. You're going to make me do it.
Oh.
You slop. They calling me Poppy. I'm rolling in bands, riding around and I beat up Jalop. How you going? Pros want a cop, but they are just not on the way. I'm up in the club, stacking the dubs and stuffing a lot. I'm hot.
How you do?
How you doing? That was great. I love it.
I love Enzo and Big Cass.
Dude.
I really think they should be called up to the main roster soon.
They remind me of a modern day New Age Outlaws. Just with the entrance and the and the fan interaction and all that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
They definitely get the crowd into it. The people love them. I hope that translates to the main roster.
Carmella.
I hope that reaction translates to SmackDown and Raw. When they eventually move up, and Carmella.
Right.
Yeah.
Bring her up.
She's okay.
And I will say on NXT, Becky Lynch, Sasha, Charlotte, Bayley. Bayley's gonna hug you.
The Four Horsemen.
The Four Horsewomen. Better than anything on the Divas roster on the main main show. I don't give a fuck about a Bella Twin. Tamina and Naomi are the only things I really care about, with the exception of maybe Paige. I know a lot of people like Paige, but
I like Paige, but she's just like the Bellas to me. She's okay in the ring.
I mean, she wrestles. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
She's not just one of them. I wear shorts and pretty mini skirts. I can try wrestling now.
Right.
Like Stacy Keibler or Tori Wilson used to do.
Stacy didn't wrestle.
Right. But, a majority of the girls that were brought up, Terry Runnels.
Exactly.
Just, they look good and hot and they can,
no, Terry never wrestled, I don't think.
Swimsuit.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Most of the divas they've hired in the last 10 years, let's say, have been models who they've trained to wrestle.
Right.
All right?
Trish Stratus. Victoria.
That Trish Stratus is the exception in this comment, all right?
Okay.
She went from the bodybuilding whatever world to pro wrestling and excelled.
Yeah.
It took her a while, but she excelled.
She was a jeans and underwear model and bikini and bra. Yeah. I was a fan, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of guys. I know Kenny Oz out there. He doesn't appreciate some Trish, but that's okay. I know he loves Victoria.
That's okay.
Nothing wrong with Victoria.
What?
Yeah.
He appreciates Victoria more than Trish?
Yeah. He says he can't understand a lot of the Trish issues. I do know he cares a lot more for Victoria.
Kenny, what the fuck, man?
Hey, 7-time women's champ, Hall of Famer, Right. But Lita at least had a wrestling background.
Yeah, I respect your opinion, Kenny. It's fine. Everybody has an opinion.
It's cool. I also said that Warriors music sounded like the Rockers, but we're not going to get back into that.
Christ.
I know. I still get a lot of heat for that.
Yeah.
But,
let's never let him live this down, folks. Remember, Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast at gmail.com.
No, thanks. No, Just shout out to my little mishap or whatever
Also
you want to call
PWF Podcast.
There you go.
On Twitter.
But, all the divas in NXT, I don't care who it is. Emma can wrestle better than a Bella Twin.
And I think that since Laurinaitis has not been doing the hiring
People power.
and scouting or whatever, that they've actually been looking at people who have wrestling backgrounds that are still young-ish and bringing them in and saying, hey, we're going to teach you our style now.
Right.
All right? Instead of just, hey, you're pretty hot.
Yeah.
You want to be a wrestler?
Right.
The Diva Search was a fine example of that. That's how they got all their models.
Christy Hemme, Layla.
Christy Hemme, and
Ashley.
Maria Kanellis.
Maria.
She's from the Diva Search.
Right.
But she's doing awesome in Ring of Honor.
Right.
Her and her hubby, Mike Bennett. Those two
Boy.
we talked about that on the last episode, I think.
Yeah, the Kingdom.
They need to come into to NXT, WWE, bring them on back. Bring
over.
her on back.
Triple H, bring them over. Yeah,
right.
I know you're watching Ring of Honor. You're talking about bringing over AJ. Boy,
AJ.
if I would mark out and I would mark out online to everybody on this page and just say, "Holy fucking shit, it's AJ!" Like, yeah, I'll teach the people that don't know what marking out is to mark out.
I think I just figured out a name for this episode, the Mark Out Edition.
The mark out, episode 4, the mark out.
Episode 4, Mark Out Edition. There we
you
go. You heard it here first, folks.
So speaking of AJ, we can bring over and bring up his past and talk about the rise and fall of Mr. TNA.
I just picked up the history of TNA year 1. Been watching that DVD. How the company got started.
Jeff Jarrett had a great idea.
Jeff Jarrett had a fantastic idea starting the company.
When he signed all the people who either wouldn't work for Vince, couldn't work for Vince, used to work for Vince,
didn't want to work for Vince,
or didn't want to work for Vince. That's where Sting came in. At first.
Well, Sting came in later.
But the AJs, the Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joes,
establishing that X division made TNA.
Hail Saban. I mean, Alex Shelley. Shout out my Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah.
Like, yes, LAX,
America's Most Wanted.
Dude, Chris Harris and James Storm.
Those two need to reunite in TNA.
I don't know what James Storm is doing lately.
I don't know what Chris Harris is doing at
America's
all.
Most Wanted was a badass group.
Yeah.
Before, dude, Team Canada. Dude, Petey Williams. Canadian Destroyer.
He retired. Petey Williams did,
I know.
I think.
So sad.
It's cool. It's fine. He's in his 30s.
Scott D'Amore.
I know how you feel in your 30s.
Scott D'Amore.
See, I'm not up on Scott D'Amore. I don't know.
I don't know what he's been doing, but Eric Young.
Eric Young bothers me.
Now, I like the old Eric Young. When
EY was like entertaining. I remember I saw some stuff when he was going by EY. People got behind him and shit. But his thing now just
I don't get it.
I don't understand. Maybe I don't know. Somebody please explain it to us. Shoot us an email, ProWrestlingFansPodcast@gmail.com. Maybe a tweet
comments
at
on
PWF
Facebook.
Podcast.
Sure.
I'll like the podcast page.
There you go. But yeah, I liked.
Any chance I get, see that.
Just plug it. Plug it in. But yeah, endorsement deal. Look at that. Glade.
Also, anyone looking to endorse us, ProWrestlingFansPodcast@gmail.com.
Okay. There you go. But yeah, early in TNA, Ken Shamrock, Ron the Truth Killings.
When R-Truth was good.
When R-Truth was important.
When he mattered.
When he made a difference.
Right.
And,
Little Jimmy. Another thing they just let go by the wayside and didn't explain what the fuck happened to Little Jimmy.
He got a title shot against Cena out of it. Lost, and then they forgot about it.
It was like Little Johnny with Heidenreich.
Yeah,
Little Johnny.
Heidenreich.
It's Little Johnny at home or something? What the fuck?
Heidenreich.
Is he your kid?
And his
Is he in a hospital? What the hell?
Heidenreich had a love fest thing for Michael Cole.
Ugh.
So right there, your future endeavored.
Yeah.
You love Michael Cole, you're gone.
To get back on God,
there's that cold again.
Sorry. To get back on TNA though, their beginnings were excellent.
Yes.
They brought everything together.
Pounce! Monty Brown, dude.
Monty Brown. Then he went to ECW and shit
Marcus
happened.
What the?
Yeah, that's a fucked up name. He had some personal things happen, and he had to stop wrestling.
Right.
That's all I know.
I think he owns a gym now.
Well, that's cool.
He's super built. Last time I saw a picture of him, that was a couple days
He's the alpha
back.
male. I assume he's...
Right, and then, I mean, there's some believable, okay, dude, Abyss. Abyss has, been a mainstay.
Abyss is from our area, too.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Shout out to Abyss.
Shout out to Abyss. I saw you in NWF when I was 15. The night me and my little brother got our picture taken with Sean Casey,
wow,
who models his everything after Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Abyss came out as Chris Justice.
Wow.
Short-haired, glasses. I don't remember who he was promoing about, but he just cut a promo.
Oh, wow. So, like a manager type thing? Or
no, he was talking about an upcoming match or something. Yeah, he was a wrestler, yeah.
Wow.
But yeah,
okay.
He had all of his teeth.
there was a TNA show recently. Well, not recently. It was a couple years back.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
But Sean Casey's opponent that night was Chris Harris.
There you go.
They were tag team partners at one time, and they broke up, and they were feuding at the time.
Nice.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're good. A couple years back, TNA came to Cincinnati Gardens.
Mm-hmm.
Main event was Abyss versus AJ Styles.
Whoa.
And they did a photo op autograph session afterwards, and the line was literally out the door. I thought about going, but I couldn't because Abyss is, what do they label him, 6'8"?
He's a big motherfucker.
Oh, and goodness, in front of, on TV does him no justice whatsoever.
Yeah.
This guy engulfed the CIN of Cincinnati Gardens. He's that freaking huge, and I'm like, God. I've seen Big Show. Big Show's huge. His hand engulfs yours when he tries to shake your hand. I didn't get to. I think the kid next to me got, the slap next to him or whatever. Slapping hands down the aisle. And I went to reach, and I just missed him. But
the mitt that big, how could you miss him?
Oh, he was walking too slow. And
too slow is what it is.
Yeah.
He was walking too slow.
Yeah, I missed it. Whatever the reason. But Abyss is freaking huge. I couldn't even see AJ from not only the crowd, but because Abyss was so big. And it's good God, a human is unnecessarily huge.
Yeah, he's a big boy,
man.
Still doing it after all these years. That was almost 20 years ago when I saw him at NWF at Salvation Army on Warsaw Avenue.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
That's some loyalty there. 20 years plus.
Yeah.
That's man.
The man's been through some shit.
Wow. But now, we lost Dixie. She gave up Hogan. He's back home where he's supposed to be, I guess.
Hogan and Bischoff. When they brought them in, they were supposed to help, and they did not.
They hurt it more than anything else.
I don't know if it was when they came in or before, but they de-emphasized the X Division, which was the company's bread and butter forever.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Changed the ring.
They changed the ring. I know they switched back from the 6-sided to the 4-sided,
right?
Which their fan base hated.
They hated them. For
X-Pac heat.
Yes,
we fucking hate you. It's. I kind of like the 6-sided ring. It's different.
Right. It made it stand out.
Yeah, it made it very much different from WWE. Made it stand out.
Right.
Fine. That's awesome.
You're doing your own thing. That's kind of like what we enjoyed about the product is the fact that you're different. You're not doing the exact same thing.
The 6-sided ring, the X Division, that made TNA stand out in my eyes when I could catch it on TV.
Right.
Now I'm making a more concerted effort too.
Right.
Because we're doing this, and I want to talk about them too.
Right.
Which I've got some notes for later.
Okay.
Taking away the 6-sided ring, which made them stand out, de-emphasizing the X Division, that does not help your fucking company when that's what your fans want to see.
When that's pretty much your basis. Like back when Jarrett was, of course it's your company, you're going to be champ. I get it. It's like, you're champ.
I understand.
But then, kind of like WCW with the Cruiserweight division, here's the X Division. We have no limits. No weight limits, no boundaries. That's awesome. Anybody can be champ. Awesome.
X Division matches were fucking main eventing pay-per-views.
Right. Dude, AJ versus Joe versus Christopher Daniels.
Take my money now.
Still one of the best triple threat matches anywhere ever.
YouTube it.
If you don't know it
right now,
learn it. It's boy.
Those three phenomenal athletes, put them together.
I see what you did there.
Beautiful.
Phenomenal AJ Styles.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I see how you did that.
Yeah.
But dude, that's still one of my all-time favorite matches. Not only TNA, just matches. Period.
Right.
Like it's up there in my top 10.
Yeah.
But here you go. You lost Hogan. Okay, no big deal. But Hogan is a household name regardless of wherever he's at.
Right.
Whether you're in TNA, Ring of Honor, whatever the hell, dude. You go back to WWE. That's it's home. That's just where it's where Red and Yellow was born.
You always expected him to go back to WWE eventually.
Right.
I mean, that was never going to be an "I hate you" situation forever.
Right. He's never going to be champion again. But
whatever happened to cause him to not go there,
right?
Whatever, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it.
The heat with him and Hogan and Vince. You almost put me out of business. Damn it! Like that was the entire intent.
Yeah, it was kind of his job to put out a good product in WCW.
Right. Eric Bischoff signing that check, and that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, you're working for who's paying you.
Exactly.
Literally.
Right.
So his loyalty had to be to WCW at that time.
Right. Even though you were trying to destroy the product within the NWO. I get it. But
until the NWO became everybody.
Everybody. When you let Virgil in your group, you suck.
Yeah, Virgil.
Poor Virgil.
Vincent. Not Virgil.
Whatever.
Vincent.
You still can't get an autograph at a session. Nobody wants to sign anything. Nobody wants anything to do with you.
Don't make fun of Virgil.
Would you let him on the podcast?
No.
Thank you.
Actually, you know what? Yeah.
No. No.
Well,
because he'd want money.
Yeah,
he'd want to get paid.
He would want some money.
Exactly. He sold his copy of the $1 Million Belt just to get gas money.
Probably because
that's
gas
what I
prices
heard.
Are up there.
I don't know. That's a
or
rumor
at least
I
they
heard.
were.
It's a rumor I heard, but it's sad that I believe it because that sounds like something he would do just to get something out of anything.
Well, shit, Percy Pringle's son or whoever, didn't they sell his Hall of Fame ring?
I heard they tried, but I also heard that was a farce also. Like that wasn't real. Somebody pretended or something. I don't know if it's true or not. I remember somebody trying to debunk it.
You're a bastard if you're trying to do that shit.
Dude, you can't
sell.
Your
father's Hall of Fame ring.
Dude, I think Abdullah the Butcher tried to sell his.
Who did?
Abdullah the Butcher. I think that was somebody.
Why is Abby in the Hall of Fame?
Why is that? Why is a lot of people in the Hall of Fame? Hall of Fame could be an entire show.
Coco beware.
There's a lot of people who should be in that aren't, and there's a lot of people who are in that shouldn't be. If I have my personal opinion, I mean, I know that
maybe should not be yet. I'll say that.
Bob Uecker is in the Hall of Fame. Coco beware.
The celebrity wing.
Hall of Fame. Why is there a celebrity ring?
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about this at a different show.
Yeah. I could cover this all day. I can't get mad at the Hall of Fame because there are some actual people who deserve recognition to be Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Brett, Austin, Flair,
Bruno
Hogan,
Sammartino.
Bruno finally, Savage, Warrior.
First induction, Andre
the Giant. I mean, Bobby Heenan. Dude. Yeah. I mean, we can cover that now if you want to. That picture that's going around online of Bobby.
Yeah,
that's so sad.
We might go back to TNA. We'll talk about...
Right.
But Bobby Heenan, shout out to you, sir.
Man.
Wish you the best. There's a picture going around right now of, I think it's $1 Million Man with Bobby Heenan
and Piper
at I don't remember the event.
Comic-Con or something
like that.
Yeah.
And Bobby's
he's not even recognizable until they said this is Bobby Heenan, look how he looks now.
He's had lots of surgeries on his jaw.
Yeah, he just had reconstructive surgery and he's got throat cancer and it's like, wow.
I remember on the Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, he's talking about the Warrior, and he didn't look very well there.
Yeah, and that was years ago.
Yeah, and to see him now, it really gets you.
It's like, man, it's a shame to see what he is. I mean, like, just to listen to his commentary with Gorilla Monsoon.
I miss Bobby Heenan's commentary.
Man, even on Nitro.
Right.
Like, just making fun of Mongo's
Ham and Eggers.
Making fun of Mongo McMichael's dog Pepe. Like, why the hell would you put a saddle on that rat? Like, I don't know what the hell. Like, Bobby has some classic moments there.
Yeah.
especially with Monsoon.
He's actually selling T-shirts that say Monsoon Heenan 2016.
Yes, I would buy that. Take my money.
I would vote for them.
I would vote for you today.
Wait, who's the president in that situation?
Oh, shit. But yeah, dude, that one of the greatest commentary teams of all time.
Definitely.
Most definitely. I'd put them over JR and Lawler. No disrespect to JR, because JR would be my number 2 pick for solo commentary.
Wow.
But as a team, Monsoon and Heenan are number 1.
Huh.
Gordon Soley's number 1 for commentator.
Gordon Soley, number 1 commentator of all time.
Yeah.
He taught Jim Ross how to do it.
Right.
And Jim Ross also taught Paul Heyman about it.
Yes.
The list just goes on and on from there.
I could give you a top 5 if you wanted.
All right, let's hear your top 5. And I could segue to another thing after this.
That's
this
fine.
is fucking fantastic. I like this.
Number 1's Gordon Soley. Number 2, JR. 3's Joey Styles.
Joey Styles.
Dude, who else can call a whole pay-per-view by itself? Fuck you, Josh Matthews.
Hey. Go on.
I don't like Josh Matthews.
Hold on.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Just stop it.
You know. I just segued from, he's doing all of TNA by himself right now. But, Joey Styles, you're the man. Bobby Heenan. And then Mike Tenay.
I love Mike Tenay's commentary when he's play-by-play.
Yes.
I don't like them making him take a position on something,
Yeah.
When they had him basically be a heel or something in TNA. I'm like, why the fuck are you doing this?
Well, yeah, I remember that.
He's a play-by-play man, all right?
Right.
You don't have a side. You're a play-by-play guy.
Right. There's times on Nitro, it was the Bobby Heenan, Schiavone. I'm just calling him Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone. I miss Tony Schiavone.
Schiavone. And Mike Tenay. And, of course, they got the headpieces. They're doing what they're supposed to say. Heenan's the heel commentator. Tony's the baby face. Oh, my God, I can't believe. Why in the world?
Brain, why would you say that?
Shit
he's
like Mr. Good Boy.
Right.
Mike Tenay is over there watching the cruiserweights, watching Hoovy, and, that's an Acai moonsault.
You guys want to shut up for a minute while I call this match?
Let me tell you what the hell's going on in the ring, because I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, yes, like that, and makes him brilliant.
I'll tell you right now, them having Mike Tenay on commentary was fucking awesome for me. I loved hearing him call out the moves.
He educated you.
He educated you. Yes, he still does. Excuse me. It was a huge move from what a maneuver.
Right. a big step up, a big improvement.
When Vince didn't know what the fuck he just saw.
Right.
Oh what a maneuver.
Look at that. Oh my goodness, the strength of Ahmed Johnson. Like,
you don't know what that was,
wow. It was a power slam.
That was a Hurricane Rana.
Dude, and then to have the commentators call the wrong move when you knew at home what the hell it was. It's a snapmare headlock takeover, whatever the hell it may be. Virgil drop kick somebody. Oh my gosh, look at that awesome high flying action. Drop kick, damn it.
Say drop kick.
Right.
Say it.
Oh my god. Look at that move. And then you got King sitting there with his stupid ass commentary. Puppies! Like, puppies. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't know Vince owned the company when he was a commentator. I just thought he was a commentator.
It wasn't out there.
We didn't know it. As when we were younger, 11, 12, as kids, watching WrestleMania or whatever it might be, we had no idea. Oh, okay. And then it wasn't until, honestly for me, I mean, I might be a little late on it, until the Brett situation, Survivor Series-ish, around that time when Brett was getting pissed off because Austin's the bad guy, Shawn's the good guy. Who the hell am I supposed to fit in the middle? Who?
You're the champ, bitch.
Where do I fit in? I won that Royal Rumble, damn it. This is bullshit. Frustrated in the goddamn word for it. Like, that's the first time I'm like, he shoved Vince. Like, before Austin ever stunned Vince, Brett pushed Vince on his ass. And we're like, you can't touch Vince. Like, hold on, that's a commentator. Like, as kids, you're like, he's going to get in trouble. Like, oh shit, I remember back in the day, they used to fine the wrestlers if they pushed a referee or an official.
You pushed a ref.
Now, Brock Lesnar just destroys the whole fucking roster, and you're suspended.
Brock Lesnar got suspended for beating the shit out of Michael Cole, so that's...
That and a cameraman, and Dean Ambrose getting arrested for knocking over
a cameraman who was a plant.
Huge plant.
You know how I know that? Because I'm a mark.
Best, fastest jailbreak ever.
That was. All right. Since we're talking about announcers, you just said something about it a couple minutes ago. Josh Matthews doing commentary on TNA. That's what I managed to watch an entire show last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Which upset me this week because they showed Slammiversary instead of
an actual
Impact episode or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was upset about that. I thought it was Slammiversary this year, but no, it was 2014's.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. And it had Samoa Joe on it. Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're trying to. Maybe they forgot, or maybe they were just trying to capitalize on the fact that Samoa Joe was just on NXT.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. But Josh Matthews, the week before when it was an actual show, I thought was a bright spot on the show. He did commentary all by himself the whole night, calling matches, calling moves, the whole 9 yards. I really thought it drew comparisons to AJ, to fucking Joey Styles.
Wow.
All right.
Too many styles.
Yeah, too many styles in wrestling.
Too many AJs in wrestling.
Yeah, too many AJs in wrestling. So yeah, I really thought he drew comparisons to Joey Styles in that aspect. He really got everybody over in what he was saying, and actually did play-by-play.
Wow.
I was kind of impressed by him. You, on the other hand?
Me? Fuck you, Josh Matthews.
And there it is.
There's a pro and a con to every situation.
A pro and a con.
You want to open the book and read it. I want to close it and throw it. No thanks.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm just. I tried to listen to it. I tried to sit through it. They let go of Taz for whatever reason.
Ooh, yeah.
See, Taz. Don't get me wrong. He's good on commentary. He's a better wrestler. For whatever reason, they made him step down from wrestler to commentator.
He's injured, man. He can't wrestle his neck
or something, right? Yeah. I understand. In WWE, I hear Michael Cole and Taz calling SmackDown.
Right, and I would love to see Taz come back to WWE and call matches with Michael Cole again.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Taz, in my book, Taz is better than Josh Matthews.
Yeah.
And anything that Josh Matthews learned for TNA, he learned at WWE.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think it used to call back when NXT was with the Nexus and the members of the Nexus when Wade Barrett and Skip Sheffield and Daniel Bryan
talking about you, Ryback.
Yeah, don't shout out Ryback. Skip Sheffield.
Feed me less.
Feed me so much less.
Skip Sheffield.
Yeah, bum. You miserable bum. Josh Matthews and Michael Cole would call the original NXT. I think he called Heat. I think he called Velocity. You learned it in WWE. But if you give me a commentary team for SmackDown, I think automatically my mind goes to Taz and Michael Cole.
Taz and Cole show.
Raw, I go to Jerry Lawler and the King. Or the King, right. Jerry Lawler and JR. And that's just, what I remember. I love the brand extension,
I think they should bring that back.
I'm waiting on it. I would love it.
I would love it.
There's apparently not as many people on the roster as there used to be. But I can see a good brand extension. A draft would be very much needed, especially if you're calling up some NXT talent here in the near future.
I can definitely see a bunch of NXT guys come up in the future.
Yeah.
Which I like to bring that up in a few minutes.
Go ahead.
Actually, better connotation. But to get back on Josh Matthews, that was a bright spot, I thought. His commentary, you disagree?
Yeah.
Fine.
All opinions are welcome.
All opinions are welcome here at the Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast.
We can debate all day. We're going to agree sometimes. We're going to disagree other times.
We're sitting here disagreeing right now.
Like Sonny doing porn.
I read a couple days ago that she's like not doing that or something now. I
heard she's a nasty freak that'll do anything for money.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
There was a shoot interview that she's doing where she talks about basically fucking Bret Hart, fucking Shawn Michaels,
having their sunny days. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get back on Josh Matthews instead of Sonny.
All right.
Then there's some tweets from Josh Matthews, and I got this off of WrestleZone.com. their news section. I'll link it in the show description.
Shout out to WrestleZone.
Shout out to WrestleZone. You guys are fucking awesome. The title of the article is Josh Matthews, Just Go Away. Because Josh Matthews, after Samoa Joe debuted on NXT, tweeted the following: How did the NXT announcers know who Samoa Joe was, if we are obscurity in their world?
Good answer.
My best answer for that is...
Oh, I got one for him, too.
Oh, you go first.
Because Samoa Joe wasn't born in fucking TNA, that's why.
Exactly. Samoa Joe cut his teeth in Ring of Honor.
Thank you.
We can say that for sure.
Thank you.
All right.
New Japan.
Right. New Japan.
He was well known before he was even in TNA.
Yeah. He was in UPW fighting that guy. We can see you, bitch.
Right. Exactly, Mr. Kevin Owens.
Mr. John Cena.
No, I like Kevin Owens better.
Yeah, I like Kevin Owens better too.
Yeah, Samoa Joe's got history with I'm saying his name, Kevin Steen. They've had history before.
Yeah.
We all know the history between Steen and El Generico, a.k.a. Sami Zayn.
Ole, 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 ole.
Yeah, if you never knew why they're chanting that, look up El Generico. You'll figure it out. It's not for Las Buenadoras, I tell you that now.
No, it's not.
Not at all. Yeah, there's history there, just like, Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens, Steen.
Yeah.
They got a history. My boy Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. Mr. John Moxley. Look that up. Some of the beastiest promos. Back when all he wore was black trunks and black tights. Hold on, that sounds familiar.
That sounds awful.
You'll never get over. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
Did
know
he shave his
where
head
that
too?
goes.
Have a goatee?
No, he actually had a full head of hair, but
Houday. Can I get a houday?
Not from me.
Oh, you suck.
Not from me. How you going to houday with a red shirt on? Wrong sport.
It says World's Greatest Dad on it. My kid's got this for me.
Maybe up here, but that shit.
Yeah, the Reds suck.
Reds suck.
What's that, a 12-game losing streak?
Why do y'all get all up in that?
Maybe
this year? No.
No, I'm not even a Reds fan. I just like the shirt.
Hogan. Rip it off.
I don't know if I would.
No, actually, keep it on.
I'll keep it on.
Please keep it on.
Yes, I will keep it on.
Thank you for that.
Let me answer Josh Matthews with this. Wrestling fans don't need to be told where somebody came from to recognize them.
Exactly.
We know that he was in TNA and being misused in TNA
for
the
years.
Past 10 years.
Oh my God.
10 years of his life wasted in TNA. He gave blood, sweat, tears, semen. What? Wait, maybe not that last thing.
Wow. Really?
Blood,
I'm
tears,
scoot over this
sweat,
way.
all that,
right.
cliche stuff.
I mean, don't get me wrong. WWE, Triple H, whoever was watching him, whoever scouted him, knew who he was.
Right.
Even if TNA helped promote him to the point where, hey, look at this guy, see what he's doing over here. I mean, he's not the lightest wrestler. He's not a cruiserweight by any means.
Well, he's slimmed down since his TNA days too.
But for his
he's
size,
lost some weight.
For his size, he fights and wrestles and does some shit like cruiserweights.
Right.
And that's just damn near impressive. Like, Brodus Clay ain't hitting that shit. Brodus Clay ain't doing nothing like that.
I'd love to see Brodus Clay go off the top rope. I love it.
Stop.
It'll be a Sid moment.
Stop.
You're breaking something.
Don't hurt. I mean, I don't want anybody hurt.
I don't
or
wish
dead.
injury on anybody, but that's what would happen.
Shit. Please don't. This is why Tensai is commentary now on Mr. What's his name now?
Matt Bloom.
Yeah.
Or Jason Albert.
Yeah, that's what he goes by now.
And he's head trainer now.
His real name's still Matt Bloom though, but yeah.
Anyway, the fans know Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Without him even mentioning TNA. We fucking know him. Alright? I'll make the comparison to back when Chris Jericho came in. They didn't mention WCW. The fans knew who Chris Jericho was. Alright? They didn't even mention ECW. Exactly. But the fans knew who the fuck Chris Jericho was.
And the second his name flashed on the Titantron, it's like, oh.
Even if The Rock had to ask him, who in the blue hell are you?
I told you my name is...
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Right, exactly. As soon as the name showed up on the Tron, it's like, mark out moment. Like, dude, it's fucking Jericho.
Speaking of a mark out moment, Chris Jericho showing up on Monday Night Raw. Raw is Jericho that night.
Dude, August of '99. Remember it well.
Those were great times.
Good time to be a wrestling fan.
I mean, it was all over the dirt sheets, all over probably sites much like WrestleZone.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was, but sites much like theirs.
Well, this is also the area of time back when you could be a wrestling fan instead of and no, the internet boom hadn't happened yet. There was no everything was. I think it was before MySpace. No Twitter, no Facebook.
There's MySpace.
99?
Maybe.
Ish. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, no dirt sheets, no spoilers, no nothing like that. When you're a wrestling fan and shit happened and you're like, oh, holy shit, when Luger shows up on Nitro. You didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know. I had no fucking idea about Luger.
Right. When X-Pac joined DX the night after WrestleMania 14. We didn't know.
I didn't know. No. I didn't know that.
JR, oh, look who's back. Like, it's 1, 2, 3 Kid. It's 6. It's, holy shit. Great.
X-Pac.
Great name, by the way.
Why don't you cue up that music? Jesus.
Which one?
X-Pac.
The original X-Pac? The DX-Pac?
Yeah, the DX-Pac.
Or the 6? Because 6 has some decent music.
I like his music.
I like his music in TNA, but that's alright. I'll get it. Keep talking, though. I'll look it up.
But yeah. Just because he was in TNA a month or so ago,
right?
Who fucking cares?
Right.
Alright. That was the past. This is the present. And Samoa Joe is about to make a lot more money than TNA would ever fucking give him.
I think he made a deal like Rhino, with Rhino coming back to NXT. I know he just had a rivalry with my dude Baron Corbin, which is impressive as fuck. I'm sorry, but him beating Rhino,
had some great matches.
With him beating Rhino, him like stamping his, this is me, this is who the fuck I am. You're gonna watch what the fuck I do. Like, wow, end of days or whatever the hell he calls his move.
I think that is the name of it.
Is it?
Could be wrong.
I might be wrong.
Hey, fact checkers out there.
You know what? I think that's the Ascension's move. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up.
They're goofy.
But whatever his finisher is, he beat him clean.
Yeah, he did.
Like, dude, that's fucking Rhino. That's the last legit ECW champion.
True ECW heavyweight champion.
Not Christian, not Ezekiel Jackson.
He carries that bitch around in a bag, too.
Dude, that Rhino was the last ECW champion.
I'd carry it around everywhere.
And if I have to, I'll just say Paul Heyman's ECW. Fuck the WWE ECW version. That was just a clusterfuck of bullshit.
Hey. Big Show and Kane put on a good fucking match.
Boo! I'll tell you when the WWE ECW, the first night,
the zombie.
RVD, fuck the zombie. Sandman came the shit out of that.
I know he came the shit out of him, but it was a statement for the fucking Sci-Fi Network.
I mean,
this is bullshit.
Right. First of all, you put it on Sci-Fi. Boo.
That's why there was a zombie.
Second of all, RVD's champ. Not only that, he gets the WWE and ECW title presented by Paul Heyman.
And he kept them both. Why?
Epic. He kept the spinner belt because it spins. Epic. Watch, look at this, Paul. It spins. Epic. Okay, first night.
Ugliest title ever.
The ugliest WWE title?
The ugliest WWE title.
Okay, well, I can agree with that.
I hate that belt.
I can agree with I wouldn't buy the spinner if it was $20.
Yeah.
Even if it was real. Even if it was autographed by John Cena, I wouldn't buy it for $20.
I would burn it if it was autographed by John Cena. If somebody bought it, I would slap them.
You know what? I wouldn't even sell it to our listeners, really. I would be like, oh, look. I wouldn't even take pictures of it and put it on Facebook.
I would smash it with a hammer like I was Mr. Perfect.
Rest in peace, dude. That was epic. Hardcore title. Dude, the hardcore title was better looking than the spinner title. And it was garbage.
Yeah, the hardcore title was the old WWF title.
That's okay.
And it was fucking taped together. That was
awesome.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Fix anything with duct tape.
Actually, that could have been Vince's way of saying that hardcore was garbage.
Dude, I would buy the hardcore title and hang it up right here in the basement next to the big gold and the IC title, dude. Honestly.
You know what I'd love to have on the show right now? Mick Foley.
Dude. Oh, dude. Any day. You are more than welcome if you ever hear this.
Bang bang.
Cactus Jack. I was not too big on Dude Love, but I understood where it came from. Yeah. Mankind, yes, I understand. I know you hate the mask. I read your books. I own 3 of them.
That shit had to be itchy as fuck.
He didn't want to wear it at first, and he says in the first book, he said, but they made him wear it, and he needed the money. So, Vader says he doesn't like his mask either, but
Vader's mask isn't that bad,
right? I mean, it's almost kind of the same thing, kind of, but
It's basically
Mick, Mick grew up on being Cactus Jack, so now we got to wear a mask and nobody's gonna know who you are. I knew who you.
Basically a collegiate, kind of mask.
I knew who you were when you were sitting there talking to the rats. You know what I mean? Just about.
As soon as he opened his mouth, I knew
have
that
a
was
nice
Cactus
day.
Jack.
Like, dude, that's fucking
Cactus
Cactus Jack. Like, that's epic. Just like this whole Husky Harris isn't Bray Wyatt. I knew who you were. Stop playing us for fools and acting like we don't know shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't know that Flash Funk was Too Cold Scorpio.
We knew that. You know why? Because we're marks.
Exactly. I'm happy to be a mark. I want that Kennedy shirt that says, wrestling is real, people are fake.
I love that shirt. I fucking love that shirt.
I would wear that to church.
I would wear that downtown.
I'd wear that anywhere. I don't care. I would promote it and I'd be happy with it. Who was it? There's a shirt. I said it should be a shirt. It's Jay Lethal. And it said, he says, wrestling is fixed, question mark. When did it break, or when did it get broken? Did it break? And it's like, I would promote that as that's an epic T-shirt. Like,
that's a nice shirt right there.
Wrestling needs it's all fixed. Yeah, so I don't know why they think we're stupid and why we don't recognize, that's Daniel Bryan, not American. This American Dragon. That's not. We know him as Bryan.
Daniel Bryan is a stupid fucking name, and I've said that before.
I don't get it. This whole,
Who is Bryan as a last name anyway? That's not a last name.
It's terrible. But I do hear that they get to pick their name, like Hideo Itami, and he picked.
I don't think he got to pick his name.
I don't know. It means something. I forget exactly what it is, but they said he picked it out. They said Prince Devitt picked out Finn Balor, which means something. So it's like, all right, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think Daniel Bryan picked Daniel Bryan.
I don't think he had a say in that, really.
And we knew that Flash Funk was Too Cold Scorpio.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Let's see, who else? Ringmaster. That's not stunning Steve Austin at all.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Charlie. I have no idea that was Terry Funk, really.
Just call him Terry Funk. Jesus Christ.
It's not good enough. I mean,
the goal is to get people to watch, right? They would watch hearing Terry Funk.
You throw the name Terry Funk and I'm watching. Like, that's just, oh my God.
You say Chainsaw Charlie, I'm like,
who?
Who the fuck is Chainsaw Charlie?
Right. Let's see, who else? Worst one ever, Mr. America, Hulk Hogan. No idea.
I am not Hulk Hogan, brother.
You made him take a lie detector test to prove that he was not Hulk Hogan, and he passed.
He passed.
And Vince is getting super pissed because he couldn't figure it out. Oh. What?
I love that shit. It was awesome.
What?
Yeah, he passed.
Oh, God. Like, terrible. I mean, I'm just looking around trying to think of anybody else that, I don't know.
I'm just, when they switch people around, their names, fine. A gimmick's not working, fine. It's like Los Matadors.
Yeah.
I am tired of Los Matadors. I hate this fucking gimmick.
It's Epico and Primo.
It's Epico and Primo. I read today that El Torito is leaving their little group. Fine. Fantastic. I think it's time for them to show up on NXT, take those fucking masks off, and challenge Blake and Murphy for the titles.
Dude, Epico and Primo are former tag champions.
Yes, they are.
Before they put the mask on.
Right.
Primo and Carlito won the tag titles and unified them at a WrestleMania. But
Right.
yet, we're not allowed to know who they are.
I would love for Carlito to come in.
Oh, dude, Carlito.
And unmask those fuckers.
That'd be great.
And be like, show some respect for your heritage.
I mean,
this isn't you.
He was here for the Hall of Fame.
Right.
When they inducted Carlos Colon.
That would have been a great time right
it was
there.
So nice to see Carlito, dude. Like, the fro's out of control, but other than that...
Carlito is awesome, dude. Come on.
That's not cool. But...
I spit in the face of people who aren't cool.
What was it?
Really.
Johnny Nitro, a.k.a. Johnny Mundo. Shout out to Lucha Underground, by the way.
Lucha Underground's putting on some awesome stuff.
Watch it.
I like their format.
Dude.
It's a season. It's not year long.
It's like a show.
It's a show, yeah.
And it's different, and I love it. The fact that it's almost... they always say wrestling's a male soap opera, but this one is actually like a fucking soap opera.
Yeah.
With stories. And
it has a story that's going to end here.
And then they end it at the end of the episode, and you got to watch next week to see what happened to, whoever Dude, it's different, and I like change. It's like, yes.
It's a welcome change. Yes.
It's very awesome. But yeah, I've been saying this all week. You said take Epico and Primo, put him on NXT. Take Zack Ryder, put him on NXT.
Exactly. And you said to give him a tag team partner.
Yes.
Change some shit up.
Yep.
I don't know who you put him with, though.
Give him somebody that's not doing anything. And you mentioned Heath Slater. Why not?
I don't know.
Put them as a tag team. Let them show what they can do. Let them upset Blake and Murphy. Let them... Whoever. I mean, there's a tag team division on NXT. Make them a heel team, fight with Enzo and Cass. I don't care.
I only thought first because Heath Slater's not doing anything.
Right.
But I don't really know who you would match with Zack Ryder, other than Kurt Hawkins. Bring him back.
Hawkins and Ryder were,
Edgeheads for life.
Yes. That was brilliant, by the way. That Armageddon with Taker and...
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Was it Taker and Edge and Batista, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Just fucking... Just brilliant.
Another news story I want to bring up. Another one from WrestleZone. Ring of Honor is now coming to Destination America.
I've seen that.
And they'll be on starting June 3rd, 8 p.m. That's Wednesday night. Dude. So Destination America will have Ring of Honor on Wednesdays, TNA on Friday nights. I'm loving Destination America now.
What if? I'm going to just throw it out there. What if?
There's a what if?
Yeah. What if it being both on the same channel, there's some kind of merger?
Merge Ring of Honor and TNA.
Yeah.
I don't think a merger would work for them, but I think cross promotion stuff would work.
Right.
Not us against you. Who's the best show on Destination America? Who's the best roster?
Like an invasion type thing.
Like an invasion kind of thing. Ring of Honor and CZW did that kind of shit several years ago.
Right.
All right, CZW invaded them something like that.
Yeah, I know Ring of Honor's working with New Japan.
Yeah.
But, the whole we're on the same channel.
Right. That makes it.
Oh, wow.
That makes it who's the biggest dog in the yard?
Dude,
kind of a thing.
I mean, Jay Lethal would see some familiar faces here and there, but
right.
There's a lot of TNA guys in Ring of Honor. AJ, I believe Shelton's over there. Shelton Benjamin. Dude,
that guy's still going.
Yeah, he is.
So underrated.
So underrated. He has the victory over Triple H.
Doesn't he? That's all.
In Cincinnati, by the way. I was there.
513.
That's my zip code.
Yes, it is.
Actually, that's not our zip code. That's our area code.
Fuck. It is our area code.
You agreed to it.
Damn it.
But yeah, dude.
I have so not been in school for so long.
God, it's been 15 years, almost 16 for you.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Sunday will be exactly 15 years. Becky graduated on her birthday.
Yeah, yes, she did.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ring of Honor and TNA. Maybe Ring of Honor could teach TNA how to do some shit. Like, hey, these are tag belts. Yeah. We have some. We actually have champions.
We have a tag team division.
Who's let's see, Ring of Honor champ is Jay Briscoe, right?
I think it's Jay Briscoe.
Or is it? No, Jay's the one. Jay is not the one that looks like the caveman from the Geico commercials. I think Mark's the caveman looking one.
And Mark's, yeah.
So easy Briscoe can do it. No.
So easy Briscoe can do it.
I keep waiting for them to wear Briscoe Body Shop t-shirts.
That's fucked up.
Shout out to the Briscoe, because them boys, bruh. Yeah, they're just... Bring up the Briscoes and give them to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
The Wyatt family.
They don't have to be part of the Wyatt family. Just kind of connected to him in some way.
They already got that Southern country...
Right.
I don't give a fuck attitude.
Make them like all right, here's what I would do for him. Something like that show on Animal Planet or whatever it is.
The Duck Dynasty?
No, not Duck Dynasty. It's the guys that hunt alligators.
Oh, Swamp People.
Yeah, Swamp People. They'd be like Bray Wyatt's Swamp People.
Boy. When Luke Harper started doing the gator roll,
Can't you see those two? There it is. Can't you see those two hunting down alligators?
Now they hunt down superstars. Like,
yeah.
Wow. But I could...
Now we're hunting superstars, just like... what was Barry Windham's gimmick?
The Stalker.
The Stalker.
Another reason they didn't know what the fuck they had. Barry Windham's a WCW champion, I believe, isn't he?
NWA
champion.
World champion.
Even better.
Which I believe it was NWA. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it's NWA.
Fact check me.
Yeah.
Do it.
Back before their WCW.
Do it.
You know, I know he had rivalries with Flair, so more than likely NWA.
Yeah.
But he's a heavyweight champion. You're the stalker.
And you fix a stupid ass gimmick on somebody who doesn't need one.
Oh, speaking of which, Dusty Rhodes, polka dots.
Oh,
do we need to go
there?
there?
Let's not talk about the polka dots.
Oh my God, former multi-world heavyweight champion. Right. You're dancing.
Dusty Rhodes, baby.
That Dusty Rhodes, I tell you what, baby.
Yeah, I don't mean our county auditor.
Yeah. Dude, I was so confused.
I'll be honest and say that the only reason I ever voted for Dusty Rhodes for county auditor is because his name was Dusty Rhodes.
Yes.
I'm like, just name alone, man. I don't know anything about you.
Damn right, baby. You know,
I don't know if that's...
Wine and dine with kings and queens. Sat in the alleys and ate sports and beans. Like, yes!
Sapphire! What are you doing, Sapphire?
Come on, Sapphire! Just my little munchkin muffin right here, baby.
When she took the money from $1 Million Man and broke Dusty's heart.
Oh.
No, Sapphire!
They didn't know what they had, bro. They did not know.
Oh, holy shit.
But yeah, you can promote The Miz.
So anyway.
Exactly! Note the awkward silence.
The Miz and Zack Ryder. How about that?
Miz.
Zack Ryder and Alex Riley.
Alex Riley is pissed. Do you know why?
Because he's hurt.
Not only that, he went on YouTube, and if you haven't seen it, check it out.
I haven't seen it.
He's pissed because, you know, the whole time he was with The Miz. You suck, you suck. Break off away from The Miz, blah, blah, blah. So, whatever happened, he stopped, he got injured or whatever it was, and then he's on NXT as a commentator. Kevin Owens comes out, challenging him to a fight. Well, okay, we're going to wrestle again. While he gets hurt, the fans chant for Sami Zayn instead of, you know, they're saying, "Oh, Owens gonna kill you, Owens gonna kill," and they're cheering for Sami to come out and help him, but they're not cheering shit for Riley.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So Riley goes on to YouTube and says, "You know what? I don't know if you're even worth my time anymore. I did this for you fans. I did this and I did that." But you know, you're gonna chant for other people. You're gonna do this. I'm laying on the ground hurt. You're chanting for somebody else. It's like I don't know if you're ever gonna see.
Is that a heel turn?
Maybe
heel turn.
Yeah, like Cena.
That's an inside comment that you know a Mark would know.
Right, we get it. I get it.
Because this is the Mark out edition.
Yeah. But yeah. So
let's talk about the Elimination Chamber.
It's this Sunday.
Sunday.
Predictions. Well, first of all, let me talk about how apparently Rusev's out with injury. Apparently, he had a match on SmackDown.
It's a big story right now.
And I think it was on SmackDown, which airs tonight. Actually, I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's not a spoiler because
it's not a spoiler. We already know.
Until the show's
but either with, because I know he's supposed to fight Rusev Ryback tonight on SmackDown, but it happened Tuesday because it was taped.
Damn you, spoilers.
Yep.
Something else that's ruining wrestling. Spoilers.
Yeah.
All right. That's the only thing that was ruining TNA, and it ruined SmackDown for me. All right.
Right. I don't even really watch SmackDown. I watch Raw because it's live. Now, if SmackDown was live every week,
right, you'd have to watch it, but you don't watch it because of the fucking spoilers.
I know what's happening Tuesday, so I don't watch Friday. Like,
right.
What is it? Thursday Smack? Yeah, it is Thursday.
It's Thursday again.
It went Thursday, Friday, Thursday.
Right. If I know what's going to happen for the next month on TNA, I'm not going to watch TNA.
Exactly.
And I'm glad they stopped doing that. Their show's been live the past couple weeks.
Ah.
They were live when Matthews was doing his thing.
Oh, I didn't even. I haven't caught.
It was a live show.
I haven't caught TNA except for maybe some YouTube clips here and there.
Right. It's just my rant about spoilers, all right?
I mean, I know we're supposed to be wrestling fans, but TNA is just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love wrestling. I love all pro wrestling. I'm watching NXT. I'm watching what I can of Ring of Honor. I've caught some New Japan Pro Wrestling. Shout out to Roy Lucier, because Roy, even though he's out in California, he keeps us updated on some other sites that I visit. Like nobody's business. Like this man has given me so many. I want to just say, you know, if they say who's your source for whatever information I put on Pro Wrestling Fans,
you like that guy?
It's Roy. dude.
Good job, Roy.
Thank you, Roy. I hope I didn't butcher your name too bad because I'm not sure how to pronounce the last part, but I know it's Roy.
He probably did.
I might have. But yeah.
So Rusev being out is really going to fuck up that match.
That's all right because they're putting in, from what I hear, Bray Wyatt, and I'm okay with that.
It's going to be Cena, or not Cena, but Ziggler and Wyatt.
Ziggler, Wyatt, Barrett, Ryback, Sheamus, and Truth.
Oh, that's right. That's the match for the IC title. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got Ryback, Sheamus, Truth, Barrett, Rusev, and Ziggler.
The only thing
or not Rusev, but Wyatt now.
The Rusev getting out of it is kind of killing that whole triple triangle thing with Dolph and Lana, though.
Lana.
But right.
Insert Archer clip here.
What's Lana spelled backwards?
Oh, dude.
It is. You already know. It is. Some people have pointed that out, but that's okay.
Does she like her name?
Does she like her name backwards? Does she? I need to know. Because if she does... Lana!
I'm a terrible person.
No, you're not. But yeah, I don't know how they're going to go with that because my prediction, if I had to pick, it would have come down to Rusev and Dolph.
Yeah.
Lana comes in, screws Dolph, and ends up being a big-ass hoax the whole fucking time, and Rusev's a new champ. Now with Rusev out, my whole prediction's up in the air because I have no freaking clue what they're going to do with it.
I'm going to go ahead and call Sheamus on that one.
I've heard rumors saying Sheamus, but being now that Bray Wyatt's just a fork in the road now that you can go either way, I'm super like, huh.
Yeah.
So it's even more interesting now to see what to do. I don't see them giving Bray the title because I think Bray is to the point where he doesn't need a title to get over. His promos alone and his abilities in the ring are, dude. You've had main events at WrestleMania in 2 years in a row with huge main event. Cena and Taker. You can't get no bigger than that.
Yeah.
Taker at Mania, yeah, you're in the big leagues. You're main event status.
Exactly.
Why the hell you feuding with Ryback? Thank God you won that match because that was so pointless. I was waiting for Ryback to get the upper hand, and then Anoop, Harper, and Rowan could make the run in. Yay, the family's back and just dominate again like that.
I have no idea why they had him against
why they
Ryback.
broke up in the first place was just stupid. But I'll just.
It was possibly time for a change, but
there was no point. They broke up the Shield. Why break up the family? I don't get it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and say Sheamus, and I'm okay with that. The title's as white as he is. Why not?
Oh, okay. On the pre-show, they're going to have Miz TV, the Miz interviewing Daniel Bryan.
Curious to see what he's got to say.
Yeah, could be something to look out for. What Bryan has to say on that.
Curious, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a pre-show, showing that they have nothing to do with the fucking Miz because he's the Miz.
Because he ain't doing shit. He's unimportant.
You know why? It's because you're from Cleveland.
Cleveland. No, I can't even.
Insert clip of Sam Weishier.
Cleveland sucks. Cleveland sucks.
You don't live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati.
Right. To all our Cleveland fans out there, the only thing you got to look forward to is Drew Carey on Price is Right every day.
And your lake setting on fire again. Neville versus Bo Dallas.
It's a pay-per-view match. Why? That's how I feel about that. Let Neville beat him on Raw.
I see this going to a dark match for some reason.
Why is that even a pay-per-view match?
I
I get, okay, it's a match. Why not on SmackDown? Why is it a pay-per-view
Filler?
match? Neville's better than Bo. I get the whole...
Neville is far better than Bo.
But on WWE TV, this match looks like crap. NXT, when they were fighting for the heavyweight title in the ladder match at their first pay-per-view, watch it.
So much homework for me.
Epic. All you gotta do is watch the very first TNA,
TNA.
I'm so sorry. Edit that.
I'm
very first ever NXT pay-per-view.
I edit.
Adam Rose was important. The bus, the party animals, the bunny, all still important. No, not no more.
Okay.
Here you go. Zack Ryder and Adam Rose. Rose Riders.
The Rose
Something
Rider.
so stupid could get over. If the bunny can get over, dude, just throw roses to the crowd. Something.
Throw roses to the crowd.
It's hey.
I'm gonna go with Neville.
I'm going Neville.
All right. In that match that shouldn't be on the pay-per-view.
It shouldn't be on the pay-per-view at all.
Speaking of which, segue, the Divas title match.
I'm actually more excited for the Divas title match than I am for the Neville versus Bo Dallas.
Yeah. Kenny actually said that this should be an Elimination Chamber match.
I would be alright with that.
Get 6 Divas in the Elimination Chamber.
But they would have to be 6 important Divas, and they don't have 6 important Divas
6
on
Divas
their roster.
that can wrestle and are not afraid to bump. And
can you name 6 Divas worthy of being in an Elimination Chamber
not
match?
on the main roster.
Right. Now, call up 2 or 3 NXT girls.
You call up Charlotte. You call up Sasha.
Yep.
You call up all the 4 horsewomen.
Put Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and fucking Sasha Banks in that bitch. Unify the NXT and Divas title.
I wouldn't go that far.
Because and call up the 3 women up on the main roster if you want to. I still say some of the people on the main roster need to go to NXT.
Right.
But it's almost a punishment to be called up to the main roster because NXT is where it's at.
You have way more freedom in NXT than you do on the main roster, and that's sad.
That is. It should be the main roster is where you want to be, but honestly to God, the way it looks, you either work in NXT or John Cenaville. And that's how I see it. Even Kevin Owens cut a promo talking about, everybody from the suits all the way down to the people who assemble the ring, all even live in John Cena land. And he was like, I see it for the first time. He was like, I used to be the John Cena. I used to be the guy that everybody looks up to, and now I got to be the one to take him out. Like, you are brilliant, sir. I love it.
Yeah. The actual match is Naomi versus Paige and versus Nikki Bella. Looks like a triple threat.
Triple threat. Paige can wrestle. Naomi can wrestle. Nikki is, for some reason, still champ.
I'd like to see Naomi win. I'd like to see her win.
Booker T said the same thing. Michael Cole asked him flat out. He said, "Who's winning?" Booker T said, "Naomi," like without question.
Unfortunately, I see Nikki winning the match. Although I'd like to see Naomi win. I
would like to see Naomi or Paige. I'd be okay with either one as long as Nikki loses.
For the point of the feud, I don't see Paige winning. So either of the other two.
The whole story behind it is Paige is the rightful number 1 contender. Naomi took her out. Like a month or so ago.
Yeah, something like that.
Took her shot, lost. Now she doesn't deserve it, but she's still feuding with Nikki. Nikki says, bring it. Whatever, I'll beat you again. Here comes Paige, attacks Naomi. I'm still the number 1 contender, bitch. Blah, blah, blah. This is my house. With, the whole accent thing going on. She sounds like British Bulldog, rest in peace.
She's from England. What the fuck do you expect from her?
She sounds like a man. Not my point, not the English accent. She has a manly voice. This is my house! Like, oh my God.
That's fucked up.
It's I mean, some guys think she's drop dead sexy. I don't find mayonnaise sexy.
She has a very different look.
I mean, how are you goth and pale? That pale.
Most goths are pale, aren't they?
That's because they live in the dark, but she goes out in the light. She has a life. Like, you...
Like they tell Sheamus not to tan, too.
She reminds me... You've seen The Craft, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Feruza, or whatever her name is.
Oh, she's... Holy shit.
Yes! American History X. She reminds me of her so bad.
Bobby Boucher's girlfriend?
You fuck... Yes! Waterboy. Yes. Yes. He can date whoever he wants. Yes, her. That's what Paige reminds me of.
Awesome. Then we got the Elimination Chamber match for the tag titles. Cesaro and Kid.
Very
Lucha
interesting.
Dragons, Ascension, Los Matadors, Prime Time Players, and the New Day. I'm going to tell you what I expect to see happen in this.
All right.
I expect the New Day won't start the match. That they will be one of the teams in the chambers to come in later. Yeah. And that they'll sneak the third person into their chamber
and retain.
Before when they're locking them into their pod, like Xavier will be like, "Nope, I'm in." So yeah,
I see. Wow, I'm going with Cesaro and Kid. I'm sorry.
Yeah, them or the New Day, I have no other team to pick here. The Lucha Dragons, I'd love to see them as tag champs, but not right now.
Right. I like Kalisto, but I don't care for Sin Cara.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of one-sided on that. Cesaro and Kid are probably the best technical tag team you have right now. And instead of Ascension, I don't know why the fuck you get a title shot, but instead of them, I would put Harper and Rowan in there. And
exactly.
Let them dominate. If they were in the match, that would be my choice. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Then we got Kevin Owens and John Cena. I really can't wait for this match.
Dude.
It's going to be a good match.
I know it's going to be a great match. I know that their chemistry is going to be awesome because they're literally where is it? The pay-per-view. I forget what city it's in.
Damn, I don't know where it's taking place at.
But because of what fan base it might be, what city they're in,
they're
going to want.
Yeah.
You know, depending on if it's a pro Cena fan crowd or an anti-Cena crowd, they are wanting him to kill John Cena. Just annihilate.
If it's filled with fans like us, marks.
Oh, God.
It's going to be a pro Kevin Owens
fight
arena.
Owens fight.
Fight Owens fight. Kill Steen. Kill.
Thank God, because, at the same time, I see Owens going over if it's anything, if we get the way we want it. But if anything suits want, it's going to be Cena going over.
Right.
But I can also see Cena winning by DQ because Owens just whoops his ass with a chair or some kind of weapon or something. I see a great match. I see Owens get frustrated because this motherfucker always kicks out at 2 because you can bench press 440 or whatever the fuck it is.
That's 4 Nikki Bellas.
Oh my God, and a Brie. But
and a Brie.
But I see the match going one or two ways. Cena's either going to go over and piss the fuck off people and just barely win like he did with Brock, which I still to this day I don't understand why.
How any mortal man can beat Brock Lesnar.
Or
yeah. Right.
Or the DQ version. Or if Cena actually puts him over. Because if you remember not long ago, the speech where he's like, I'll give anybody a chance. I'm trying to promote it. It's not a title shot. It's not for the U.S. title.
It's not a title shot.
So Owens could very well win.
It would rock. It would fucking kick ass if the NXT title was on the line and Cena won the NXT title.
No, you would disgrace NXT as champion.
Yeah, but then you would have John Cena actually having to wrestle people.
Now, here's another scenario. Owens starts to win, out comes Samoa Joe.
Or Sami Zayn.
Or Sami distracts Owens. Here's the fucking AA 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 5-knuckle shuffle.
God damn. I'd be pissed, but at the same time, I get you're trying to go on with the storyline. Because like we were talking about before, he's got 4 rivalries going on at once.
He's got so much shit going on.
Even Seth Rollins doesn't have 4 people after your ass at once. You got Dean and Roman. And where the fuck's Orton been? I haven't seen Orton since the last pay-per-view.
Yeah, I don't know. I really have no idea.
Since the Fatal 4-Way. You went through it. I don't know if he got injured again. I haven't heard.
Probably. Injury-prone bastard.
You got shielded through. You got Ryback through the fucking table. Yes, Ryback is a verb. Getting triple powerbomb by the Shield is now known as Ryback. Because Ryback took more triple powerbombs from them boys than anybody else.
Google it.
Google search it. I'm right. I know I'm right.
Or Bing it, I guess.
Bing! But, dude.
Bing just doesn't have that connotation.
It doesn't. It has pretty funny pictures. But, yeah.
Chandler.
So I...
that was a Friends reference.
I've seen Friends. But I'm going to hope and go with Owens. Otherwise, either a distraction or DQ for Cena.
Right. I really can't say anything otherwise.
Possibly has the potential to be match of the night, even though it's not main event.
Yeah, it's not main event, but that could very well steal the show and throw Kevin Owens into a completely new spectrum, a new level in his career, and just catapult him to the main roster right
Kevin
away.
Owens has been on Raw twice.
In fact, I'm willing to say if he beats Cena there, he could be like, fuck this NXT title and start challenging people on the main roster.
Right. I mean, he's good friends with Seth Rollins already. Yeah. You notice the Authority were paying attention to Rollins, what he did to Cena.
Right.
boy.
Owens, not Rollins.
Oh, I'm sorry. Paying attention to Owens. And Rollins was standing there like, we've been owning each other for years, and that's a...
Oh, I'd love to see him do to Rollins what he did to Sami Zayn.
Dude, Owens versus Rollins.
Powerbomb him on the apron.
He would break him in half. He's like, what, $120? Rollins is skinny as shit.
Soaking wet.
But Rollins is my boy, too. I mean, I understand. Do it. I did it for me. You sold out. No, I bought in, motherfuckers. Like, dude, you know what?
You bought in.
You're
That's what every sellout says.
It's all right because you're champ, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Speaking of Seth Rollins, the main event, probably the main event, the World Heavyweight Championship match against our boy Dean Ambrose from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hometown boy, getting some love, finally getting a one-on-one title shot.
Whoop, whoop.
But, like always, you got the Authority, you got J&J Security, you got Kane, you got possibly the return of Big Show, who we haven't seen since
But
Extreme
you got
Rules.
Roman Reigns.
But you got your boy Roman, and possibly Orton, and...
Ooh, I just had an idea.
Uh-huh.
Roman Reigns comes out.
Screws Dean Ambrose.
Screws Dean Ambrose. Joins
Shit.
the Authority.
Roman Reigns has more, I want to say, reason to join Authority than anybody else.
At this point, yes.
Because, getting booed for winning the Rumble. Who's the last person? Even Del Rio got cheered for winning the 40-man Royal
Miz
Rumble.
got cheered.
Miz got cheered when he won the title from Orton. Bad guys get cheered. What face can you remember got booed for winning the Rumble?
People wanted Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah,
they
we did.
didn't want Daniel Bryan. We did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
He's got a DVD coming out soon, Daniel Bryan.
That's going to be a good DVD.
And I want it. And there's a little glimpse of on the network. They'll look into it. And he says something along the lines of Rey Mysterio come out number 30. And he said he's never heard Rey Mysterio ever get booed in his life like he did that night. Only because we expected him to be number 30 and he wasn't. As speaking of Daniel Bryan.
Huh.
And he was like, he went back. He had the singles match with Bray Wyatt earlier in the night. And he even said he expected to be in the Rumble. And then found out after his match with Bray Wyatt that he wasn't. And he was like, as soon as he found that out, he was like, "Oh, they're gonna piss all over that. They're gonna hate that." Psst. Exactly. We
See, some people know what the fans are going to react to, how they're going to react.
We know.
Some people don't.
This is the
Vince. Excuse me. Oh.
You got that cold still going on there, but
Ah, damn it.
But yeah. So I'm gonna some kind of DQ, some kind of.
I'm going Seth Rollins on this one.
He's going to retain or Dean Ambrose by disqualification and no title change.
Right.
Something like that.
Somehow, if Dean wins, it'll be by DQ. Maybe count out.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
I just see the Shield getting
The Shield getting
the
involved.
Authority getting involved.
Shield 2.0.
Roman coming out, making the save / maybe Orton, maybe Big Show returns.
Or Roman spears Ambrose by mistake.
That's a possibility.
Oh.
Start our Ambrose versus Reigns rivalry. Let Seth sit back and point and laugh and yeah. But something along them lines. I see it. So yeah.
I think that's all we got for this week. Thanks everybody for listening. Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast. Email us, Pro Wrestling Fans Podcast @gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter @PWF Podcast. And I'll link to our Facebook page and Facebook group in the show notes. I'm Phil.
I'm Adam.
Thanks for listening.
Anytime, brother.
Lana. 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 Lana!